Meg Oldham, the first woman to land a triple cork in competition.
Beautiful from Megan Oldham. Oh, it's a work of art.
2 on 2
out. Megan Oldham.
Megan ends up in 4th at the Winter Olympics.
Being in 4th, you know you're that close to the podium.
The hardest place to finish.
I think it was more just like hard knowing that my best wasn't enough. That day definitely changed me. It just gave me more motivation. This is my dream and I want to make this happen. I grew up doing gymnastics and figure skating from a young age, and I really just enjoyed the artistic style of both sports and also like the thrill, especially from gymnastics. I would say that gymnastics probably taught me the most, and I think the biggest thing was just my sense of air awareness. Before I came to skiing, I didn't even really realize that I had it, but then when I started to take tricks onto snow with my skis, I would just find that like it was easier to spot where I was in the air and kind of just have this like sixth sense, I guess, of where you are in relation to like the landings or like just how your body's moving in the air. My brother was a huge influence on me to get into skiing. We always have been super competitive and really know each other's strengths. And so he started doing freestyle skiing with his friends just for fun. And I think he just recognized that I would also really love it. So he tried to push me, classic brother spirit, like, you gotta try this, like, you'd be so good. And I was pretty against it. I was like, oh, I'm okay, like, that's not for me. And eventually I just gave into it and was like, okay, I'll come and do a trial day with your team and see if I actually like it. And I did one day and instantly I was like, okay, I love this so much. Yeah, being at the Olympics and competing in the final was such a crazy sensation. I've never been at such a big event, so I think obviously there was a lot of nerves, but also I think I was just really excited in the moment, and all the hard work had led me to that moment, so I think I was just like very focused and excited and wanting to show off my skiing to the rest of the world. I feel like when I think of the Olympics, I think about all the outside little pieces of all the fun things we did, like me and my 2 girl teammates, like going and checking out the village and playing the games at like the virtual reality spots and stuff like that. But I think also just that event was the like biggest feeling I've had of just like worldwide support, I guess. I don't even know how to word it, but just feeling like there's a country behind you and being at the bottom of those courses and just like feeling that there's so many people that are out there like supporting you and proud of you. I think that was pretty special. Finishing 4th for me was like really bittersweet. And it's hard because like being in 4th, you know you're that close to the podium, and being such a like lifetime goal to stand on that podium at the Olympics was a little bit hard. But at the same time, like I knew that my performance that I did in Beijing was like the best I possibly could have. I landed the tricks that I wanted to land. I didn't have any little mistakes where I missed a grab or could have landed smoother. So ultimately I came out of it like I couldn't have done any better physically. Like that was my best performance. So I was really proud of myself. I think it was more just like hard knowing that my best wasn't enough to get there. So just kind of have to dealing with that, like, oh, I was just this close, but not quite. Yeah. That day definitely changed me. I think more in the sense that it just gave me more motivation. It kind of like lit a fire inside of me again of like, this is my dream and I want to make this happen and I am this close. So it's like, it's within reach for me. I think it was harder for me in the weeks that followed, and specifically in slopestyle. I think I was really hungry after big air, like, okay, I'm close, I know my riding, I can get there. And then in slopestyle, I made just like a silly mistake in the qualification and was 1 spot out from qualifying for finals. And I think that was more disappointing for me because it was like 2 close positions where I just missed the podium and then I just missed finals, and I had a lot more to show in finals. So I think it just was hard leaving the Olympics knowing that I felt like I could have done more at the end of the day. You're not where you want to be. I think that's like a hard thing as an athlete, is you kind of are naturally a perfectionist, so you want to like see yourself succeed at the highest level. So when you're like not quite where you want to be, you're kind of like beat yourself down a bit. One specifically I had was hard for me was I did a dub 16 and it had been a trick that was really hard for me to learn. Like I was getting really spooked when I was learning it on the airbag. I just felt like I didn't know where I was in the air. And that was basically my worst fears, like having that on snow and like not knowing where I am. And then it happened, of course. And I like crashed, like completely didn't know where I was, like landed on my back and like this like 70-foot jump when it's icy, like just like you kind of get like the deep rooted internal fear of like, I'm not okay. And I think that's been like hard for me to get over, is like still trying to progress and push my riding, but like get over that fear of not being in control all the time. Yeah. When I picture Milan, I think I have like two pictures. Like obviously there's the side of me that's like, I really want to be on the podium. Like that's my number one, like I really want to like achieve that. But the reason I want to achieve that is more just because I want to like be able to perform my best riding in a moment under pressure. So I think I'm trying not to like connect the two as much. Like a podium would be amazing, but again, I really just want to like put these tricks down in my best run that I've ever done and have that thrill of like feeling like you did your best. I definitely feel like I am carrying a little bit of unfinished business. I feel like just coming forth, like it sounds dumb, but it's not really a position that people remember. People are always like, what, you got fourth, really? So I feel like for me, I'm just like, I really want to prove to people and prove to myself that like I am good enough to be there. Redemption for me in Milan would probably look like, specifically in slopestyle, I think that's where I have like my eyes on. I would really love to put together a 3 double run because that's been on my mind for a while. I haven't done it. I'm not even sure if any girl's done it yet. And yeah, land on the podium, ideally in the top spot. That would be like the dream for sure. Yeah, to the 15-year-old girl who just started skiing, I would probably just say to like soak up every moment, because I never expected to be like a professional athlete, and it's been such a fun ride. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, this all happened so quick. So just, yeah, tell her to like enjoy every moment and make the most of it, and yeah, have fun.